Update on Typhoon Maria, still a Category 3 as it approaches Taiwan and the coast of China. At 10 p.m. China Standard Time on July the 10th, it still had winds of 120 miles per hour, that is approximately 180 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 945 millibars, 190 kilometers per hour there. 25.4 degrees north, 123.8 degrees east, and typhoon warnings are in effect for northern and central Taiwan and in China. As you can see there, the storms are expected to move inland very soon indeed. In the next 12 to 24 hours, it will probably hold on to Category 3 status, and it's still looking very impressive indeed on satellite imagery, although the eye is starting to disintegrate in the northwestern side. We'll look at that shortly. Right now though, the wind field is what you should be concerned about. It's quite large, and this is the potential wind field here. Not a guarantee that the winds will be seen in all of those areas. It's still a stage 5 on the CDPS scale, meaning devastating consequences could ensue in northern Taiwan and on the coast of China just north of Fusu, which could be the landfall epicenter. This is what we expect over the next few days. 93% chance of tropical storm conditions in Taipei, 94% in Fusu in China. And after that, the storm will probably die off pretty quickly, although just looking at the extended forecast here, something has also popped up as we get towards the weekend. Possibility of another weak tropical cyclone entering the South China Sea through the Taiwan Strait there, which is interesting, but not yet much credence on that. But for the time being, central and northern Taiwan under typhoon warnings. Typhoon conditions are expected in northern Taiwan and along the coast of China. Sea surface temperatures aren't going to be a problem up until landfall, around 29 or 30 degrees Celsius. And looking at the models right now, what they're saying, they're expecting the storm to maintain its intensity until landfall. It could weaken, and that would obviously be nice, but we don't expect it to weaken very much before its landfall. Category 2 is probably the best we can hope for. Wind shear is going to rise, sea surface temperatures are significantly high, and relative humidity is not going to be too much of an issue. Its forecast is pretty much assured now as it continues to propel itself towards the west-northwest. This is how it's been progressing in the last few frames on the satellite imagery. This I don't think is up to date actually, the visible there, but the infrared should be. This is the water vapor, how it's been progressing in the last few hours. This is up to date, and you can see how the northwestern part of the eye has broken up, and it may now weaken more substantially, and hopefully we'll start to see those effects very soon. But you can see how close it is drawing to the Taiwanese coast right now. The main bands are going to make landfall very soon, and the eye wall will probably reach Taiwan in about 3 hours or maybe less. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already. Force 13 on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page under the same name, and we're on Twitter. It's @Force13, our handle, if you'd like to follow us and engage with us there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron on Patreon, where you can find more information and rewards and benefits from that as well, with a big thanks to Jesper and Sven Bang for their recent contributions on the project. It's looking very good indeed, and we hope to bring more content in the future. You can also find Force 13 on Skype and my personal account, Fool13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.